Hi, welcome to Gigabyte. This is Hoshino. I'm in charge of product planning and strategy at Gigabyte. For a very long time, almost 99% of server market was occupied by Intel solution. Enterprise is the major application for servers. All industries follows Intel's Xeon roadmap and upgrade computing performance generation by generation. But with the rise of the mega data centers, diversification of server application is in demand. HPC, web searching, cloud, online gaming, today, AI edge computing, a bunch of new applications are changing the world and changing the server market rapidly and deeply. It becomes more and more difficult to fulfill all kinds of demand with only a single solution. Gigabyte server business started back in 2000. In the beginning, our main revenue depended on ODM business for server branding company. After our VOC survey around 2012, we noticed that the channel business, also called white box business, grew up fast. And those customers have different requirements from traditional enterprise. They ask for stable product roadmap, early testing samples, TTM launch timing, and alternative solution. Based on this trend, we created our first generation channel roadmap covering 1U, 2U, 2U for node, and GPU segment. Through VOC, we also found that server market need different CPU solution in order to meet different demands from each layer, especially the customer under Tier 3. I still remember back in 2016, we had a meeting with AMD and received the first version of the EPYC roadmap. It was a very competitive new solution, and the SoC design was made available to single and dual processor with high-speed features. Leveraging Xeon 86 ecosystem, the most attractive point is the spec of EPYC single processor SKU. Just one SoC can support 128 PCIe lanes, up to 32 SATA devices, and 8 memory channels with a total 16 DIMMs. That means much more I/O and high memory capacity can be provided by an EPYC single processor server. It will be very useful for some cloud and storage customers. Without any hesitation, we agreed to be one of the earliest server partner and kick off an EPYC 4-spec server board MZ31 AR0. This was the worldwide first EPYC single processor 4-spec server board based on the Naples platform. After the MZ31 release, due to the powerful EPYC single processor performance and I/O features, on the same Xeon 86 ecosystem, MZ31 became a hot product for data center customers. Through the collaboration, Gigabyte and AMD built a tight partnership in order to fulfill the demands from different applications. We took the advantage of our building block development concept and created an extensive worldwide EPYC lineup in a very short lead time. Today, in Gigabyte R series, H series, G series, AMD EPYC has been a major and leading platform for all workloads. Gigabyte R series servers are designed for balanced general-purpose usage in data center. For different applications and workloads, customers need very flexible I/O and storage features. Among the R series, the R182 and R282 series are our flagship 1U and 2U products. For real I/O, AMD's ROM generation can support both OCP 2.0 Gen 3 and OCP 3.0 Gen 4 slots, providing more choices of LAN and storage add-on devices and user-friendly installation. For storage, based on our common design, the R182 and R282 series covers 3.5-inch and 2.5-inch SAS and SATA SKU. This sample is the official array high-end SKU that supports 24 NVMe U.2 SSDs. If you want GPU support, no problem, the R282 series has a GPU SKU which can support a maximum 3 double-slot GPU as well. Of course, we also have rich options of backplane boards, thermal package, and the power supply for systems optimization and customization. Gigabyte H series servers use a high-density design for more computing performance. In the same 2U form factor, there are 4 computing nodes inside that share a common storage, cooling system, and power supply. H262 EPYC series is the most powerful and the top-selling server in our H series. 2 AMD EPYC ROM SoCs and 16 DIMMs are in each node. And with our double fan wall and optimized cooling system, our 2U4 node can provide an impressive thermal solution, especially the SKU Z63, which can support not only ROM topping 240-watt SKU, but also highest performance 280-watt SKU conditionally. The H262 series can provide another flexible function called Central Management Control (CMC), and with 8-speed chip on the bridge board and the CMC LAN port on the rear side of the server. CMC function can achieve 4-node management with only a single port connected. Thus, customer can minimize the cabling in data centers. Just like the R series, the H series covers many different storage SKUs such as 2.5-inch SAS and SATA, NVMe U.2 mixed, even 24 NVMe U.2 support officially is available. Gigabyte began to develop and sell GPU-optimized servers since 2012. We can say that G292 series is the most GPU-dense and optimized server in the world. In 2U form factor, total 8 double-slot GPUs can be supported by 4 cages connected to PCI switches. Usually, the temperature will be the most difficult challenge in GPU server design. Think about this. A top-bin CPU of EPYC ROM is 240 watt and one double-slot GPU is 300 watt. The heat from CPU and GPU will make the server shut down if there is no well-designed cooling system. In our G292 series, whatever motherboard design, the chassis position for power supply, GPU cage, and fan wall are well determined and designed for after-series thought. Thanks to these cooling designs, the G292 series can support dual top-bin SKU 7742 and the total 8 GPU, both PCIe Gen 3 and Gen 4 solutions such as NVIDIA A100 or AMD Radeon Instinct MI50 PCIe Gen 4 GPUs. For the EPYC platform, we have SKUs based on AMD's single and dual optimized SKU strategy. We think 2020 is the start of a new cloud edge computing market. With the rise of 5G, more and more edge computing applications will have real-world applications. Gigabyte will focus on cloud edge, which is the extending ecosystem of cloud. We already created a new series, E-series for edge computing, and the H242 is also an edge computing server. But the H242 series takes advantage of its high-density design. According to our VOC survey from market and do the market analysis, we found that some of niche features were needed. Based on cloud edge infrastructure and workloads, a short chassis less than 5 mm in length and a single processor should be the best choices of this application. Furthermore, each node of the H242 can support a single powerful ROM CPU, 8 DIMMs, 2 low-profile slots, and 1 OCP slot. For storage, 1 NVMe U.2 SSD is available. Considering user-friendliness, we provide front access and rear access for customer, both solutions. Currently, we already have around 20 EPYC server board SKUs and more than 50 EPYC server system SKUs. In 2020, we will enhance our EPYC lineup and created more new products for increasing demands or applications. AMD EPYC has taken the server lead in terms of PCIe Gen 4 technology and will keep this advantage in server market. The development based on next-generation EPYC CPUs has started, and no doubt Gigabyte will release all products quickly and with AMD EPYC new technology TTM timing and provide the most fulfilling lineup to the market.